They're looking rough.
Yeah.
They're looking rough.
They're hanging on, though. They're hanging on.
I kind of wish they wouldn't. Honestly, it's just fucking. I went to the Celtics game last night, and
Did you?
yeah, that was fucking mayhem.
Mhm.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Um, 1 second here.
Good.
Oh my god. What's up, boys? Rockin', Mako. Hold on. I'm just gonna tweet this out. Let me just tweet this out, and then we're good. I'm gonna grab myself another beer.
Yep.
It has been a fucking week. Holy.
Excited to hear about
I'm telling you, the witness has no fucking idea what's coming to him,
it. Yeah.
dude. Grinding. All right.
Good beer.
Yep.
Everyone in the chat, I can't even see the chat right now. I got no phone. Well, the phone is what we're seeing. I got no laptop, no computer, nothing. No dinner, nothing. No dishes, nothing.
No dishes.
Don't ask me to do anything. Shout out Jersey Jerry. But I'm excited to talk video games. Excited to talk video games. We got. I don't want to give it all away.
What's crazy
What's crazy?
is that Jersey Jerry might be like the best. I mean, he's probably a top. He's a top 5, maybe top 3 all time Barstool personality. I mean,
He suffered.
content wise, personality, like the originality, stuff like that. Like he's a top 5, top 5, top 5, top 5, top 5.
Top five, and he's not number five.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he's up there higher, but he's easily top 5 all time.
Yeah.
But he does the Jerry After Dark stuff, and he's doing all these like torture challenges, and I'm like, buddy, you're the best they got. Why the fuck
Yeah.
are you? Why the fuck are you walking a marathon? Make the people who don't do anything walk the marathons.
That's why he's the best.
You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't have to do that. Like to get clicks and views and stuff. Like he just kind of, even the. I mean, obviously it's not a lifestyle choice that we share, but the like sobriety podcast that he does with with like athletes and actors and stuff like that. Like that's super original. Like, and he's had some really interesting personalities on there, like some athletes that I didn't even know that were sober or like had troubles with addiction, and it's just like such an interesting conversation. I say this literally as I pour beer, um, but it's such like an interesting. It's like an interesting conversation. You know what I mean? Like an interesting kind of side of things. Um, all right, I gotta wake myself up here. Oh man, what a day! Celtics.
What is it?
Celtics punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Come on.
Come on. Like 8 more games, baby. 8 more W's, and it's banner 18. All right, I'm going to hit record. All right, before I do this, I owe you this from last week. It was 15,000 channel points. So, and I got to wake myself up anyway. I got to get the blood flowing. So, this one's for you. Congrats on the new house.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats on hopefully the upcoming promotion. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Mazel.
That was crazy. That was very good.
Haven't done that in a while.
That might be your best one yet.
That was pretty good. Not good. Not bad. Not bad. I'll tell you what was
Yeah.
bad, but we'll get into that. All right. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed Ghosts. Some people are upset about it. Can't quite put my finger on it. Wonder what that could be about. We're also going to be talking about how The Division's planned sequel has been canceled before it could even really see the light of day. We're going to be talking about the AT&T Annihilator Cup. It's still going, still generating some great content and a whole lot more. All that and more. Episode 389 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Let's fucking ride. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. We're back live, direct, and handsome. The only podcast on these internet streets that'll hit you with the hard facts, the truest truths, the most direct, accurate, no spin information. I'm just kidding. We fuck around probably more than pretty much anybody, but that's okay. Cause my boy Tiggy is here, and you already know that if you hear a bald eagle screaming while you're moving into your new house, the pickup guy comes through in the U-Haul, and in the back, Hulk Hogan is playing I Am a Real American on the guitar, and Bruce Springsteen is flipping hot dogs on the grill, and there's about 486,000 ice-cold Budweisers just getting launched out of an RPG shoulder-mounted missile launcher. Then you know that there's only one man coming right there behind them, right there in the driver's seat, Uncle Sam's very own delegate on this podcast, on these internet streets. Tiggy Nation, how are you, sir?
Doing great, Dom. I'm doing great. Happy to be here. It took a while to get here. Everything you said is very factual. That was happening today.
Yep.
I'm moving into a house with a couple buddies, so big process.
Content
a lot
house.
of moving parts, literally.
Content house.
So, content house here.
Yeah.
So, I wish we had cameras on today because there was a lot of content and there's still some ongoing. But,
you know, it really just showcases your commitment to the show because, you know, I didn't tell you to buy a content house. You just did it.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just were like, you know what, Dom, I think what's really going to take this to the next level is that if I, like, leave the comfort of the home that I was in before and buy a content house. So thank you for that. Thank you for your commitment. And, you know, appreciate everything you're doing.
We got it all set up though. We're gonna have a little LAN party, you know, fist bumps all day.
Love that.
And yeah, we're gonna make some cool stuff. So
just duct tape one of your roommates to the ceiling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, crazy.
Until I get out of gold, maybe, or
that's what you should do.
Silver, I don't know.
72-hour straight stream. Duct tape yourself to your chair until you get out of gold.
That's like a Jersey Jerry challenge.
Hard stuck.
That someone like me needs to do though.
Super glue yourself to the chair. Call it hard stuck.
I like that. We're taking that. We're definitely gonna do that. Maybe Memorial Day weekend. For the fallen, I'm gonna stand up for them, and we're gonna get it done.
I was gonna take a flight with the family to Florida. We were gonna visit some friends in Florida, but if you're gonna be doing that over at MDW, I can't do that. I gotta change. I'll reroute the flight to the undisclosed military base, home content house, and you know, get out there. So just let me know what I gotta do to be a civilian and get on base. You know what I mean? I don't know if I need like a guest pass or a.
Luckily, the one who handles the foreign visitor requests, this guy right here.
Look at.
You know, who's to say? Who is to say?
But we're here. I got a bunch of people in the chat already. Cole, Rockin'. I know Marco was in here a minute ago. Shout out to you guys. I think Bob was in here. I didn't even see that he put messages in there. I was like, did I type that? Or did I fucking hallucinate? His nose sucks. And he can't breathe so good, so he's gonna be out. But let's do a little weekend recap, shall we?
Damn.
Yep.
Whoop.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
All right. Tiggy, you're moving now. What were you doing this past weekend? You gaming at all? You hang out with any friends? Did you watch any professional baseball? What'd you do?
Yeah, so Gerber pitched a little bit, did well, and so Gerber's doing well. A lot of us, I mentioned last week, we got Xboxes, and we're playing NHL
Hell yeah.
24, so we're having a grand old time with that. We actually lost in the conference finals, Game 7, 8-7 nail-biter in overtime. Very unhappy. I'm going to not say any names, but one of the assistant captains had multiple breakaway opportunities in overtime, penalty shots, couldn't get it done. Another captain happened to completely blow his defensive coverage on the last goal that got scored, Who's to say who it is? But honestly, just tiny mistakes came back to bite us, and we were
Shavings
playing
make
with
a pile.
Yeah.
Shavings make a pile.
Shavings make a pile, and you can only clean that pile too many times. So
yeah.
We might make another attempt. We'll see. Right now, though, there's no internet in the house, so we're focusing on that objective. New league season, so naturally, I hopped on 2 games last night and played. Absolutely got crushed. So we will see. I might be changing this gold tier pretty quickly.
How are the gold rewards though?
So I haven't gotten them yet. So I think it might take like a next patch or something to get them. But I did not initially receive all the rewards because I think you're supposed to get like a Victoria's skin and stuff like that, and I haven't got anything like that yet. So
all right, well I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, hopefully it's coming. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I golfed a little bit. I actually have been walking. I've been walking the course. I did that twice.
Ooh.
It's like 6.8 miles both times.
That's a lot.
I progressively shot worse to the first time on the second time. So it's good exercise though, so I'm having fun.
As your entire body just like collapses the whole way through,
Yeah, it was tough. The legs, the shins were hurting more and more, and my shot was getting weaker and weaker every time.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I mean,
what about you, Dom?
Shocking. This weekend got together with our very own Chris P. It was his 30th birthday, so his birthday was on Friday, on the 10th, and it was a surprise birthday party for him. On that Sunday, his girlfriend threw it together. Did a great job. A lot of the hometown homies were there. A lot of family was there. A couple guys from Oxygen Esports were there. Smooth, 30, 40 people put together. Ended up, after all the, cake and candles and stuff were blown out. He was absolutely shocked. Chris looked like I don't even know. Like he just was stunned. Had no idea it was coming, which was awesome. It was a great time, great crew. Shout out to Pete, former Chris roommate Pete, who was there too. King Pete, what a guy. Love him to death. Probably one of the funniest guys out. Just one of the funniest guys out. He just has to be. And the whole gang's awesome. The whole gang's awesome. But we hung out for a little bit, had a couple refreshments, transitioned to the outer bar area outside of the event space. Hung out, had a couple drinks, got home a little late, and that was nice. So did some landscaping. Got the grass is coming in nice. It's no mow May. For my fellow dads out there, it's no mow May. Just let that shit grow. Let that grass thicken up before the summertime. Let's see what else we got. A lot of Destiny 2. That's it. Yep. It's just been Destiny nonstop. Finished all the secrets in the Whisper mission, just like you said last week.
Nice.
So
got the ship?
Yep. Oh yeah, got everything. Got the ship. Got it all. Got the catalyst. Got the all the perks and stuff. Got my little god roll set up, and that thing fucking rips. After you get a nice little setup for it, that thing rips. I was trying it on the target. I put field prep on it, which is the one you have to crouch. You crouch and then whisper breathing or something like that. Whatever, it's the box breathing one where you ADS for a second or two and then you get the buff before you shoot. I think shreds. And then so I did the 0 hour mission that rolled out on Tuesday to get Outbreak perfected. I don't know if I like it as much as I like the Whisper, but it's a cool pulse rifle.
It's a pulse rifle, right? It's not a pulse,
Yeah, it's a pulse rifle. It does kind of like what What's the other one? What's the void one that shoots the little fucking purple spheres?
Oh, Graviton Lance,
Yes,
right?
it's kind of like that, but it does like little projectiles. If you get a headshot,
Yeah.
it'll like little things will like swarm and do extra damage.
Okay.
But I haven't done all the secrets yet, so I haven't got like the full kind of But
Yeah.
it's cool. It sounds cool and it looks cool. It's like definitely a super unique looking gun, and the mission is cool, but definitely got some more investigating. I'm gonna try to do that while if I get some downtime this weekend, kind of get all the perks and shit like that.
Yeah. It's
So Chris surprise party, we did that. Took the baby to his first Red Sox game, first MLB
Ooh,
game.
okay.
Took him to the ballpark
How'd
for the
they do?
first time. He was
How'd they do?
great. He was great. He
Yeah.
killed it. I mean, he's a big fan. Two of his favorite things is like yelling and clapping, and that's all you do at a
Yep.
Red Sox game. So he was in the stands. My wife was sitting next to me, and he likes to stand up and kind of just like bounce like on his knees. And so he was like, we just kind of passing him back and forth as he was kind of bouncing and clapping. He's killing it, killing it. We stayed till like top of the fifth, and
Okay.
by then it was like 8:15, and his bedtime's usually like 8 or like 7:45. So I'm like, it's gonna take us a half hour to get home. I think we're playing with house money from here. Like we even went for dinner beforehand. So I'm like, he's been great. Like we gotta just let's quit while we're ahead, and before he gets cranky or whatever, like we'll just quit while we're ahead. Left top of the fifth. The Red Sox walked it off that night, so they're undefeated when my son has been to the ballpark.
Big. Who's this? I mean, do we get Junior? A spot. I want to say, does he earn his pinstripes? But
Yeah,
Red Sox
right.
don't earn the pinstripes. So what would it be?
He gets his I don't know.
He gets
I
his
gotta think
Sam
about- I gotta
Adams
think
for
about
life.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
He gets
right.
his Sam Adams for life. I don't know.
John Henry, give me a call, or Jared
Yeah.
Carabas, give me a call. Let me know what that is. I think he's the president of Red Sox Nation. So shout out to Section 10 podcast. It's a great Sox podcast. It takes me like 3 days to listen to one episode, but it's a good show. They're long. They're like so much longer than ours. It's not a bad thing.
Right, just him screaming the entire time. It's like, I mean, third inning, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
That was a ball, Blue. Like,
Yeah, I learned so much about baseball, and it takes so long, and I'm like, wow, I never even thought about baseball like this. So, but yeah, it's longer than an actual baseball game, which is kind of wild now. But good stuff. Eastern Conference Finals bounced Boston Celtics. We're still green over here. Went to the Celtics game last night. So that was great. A lot of fuck New York chants. We're breaking out on Causeway Street. We are not confirmed to be facing the Knicks yet. I don't like giving them bulletin board material. I like getting bulletin board material. The Cavs chanting "We want Boston," the Heat chanting "We want Boston." Everybody's chanting "We want Boston." The Knicks were too. To be fair, the Knicks were too when I think they won 2 straight, and then they were like, "We want Boston." So if they do, it's going to be an absolute gutter war in Moscow. I might have to go to as many ECF games. If it's New York, I might have to go to as many ECF games as I can without my wife leaving me. So we'll see.
What do you gauge? How many games is that before that happens?
Like one.
Just estimate. One. You got one more left.
Depending on how the tickets are, because we were able to get a pretty good deal. It was like $130. I mean, granted, we're right up against the wall. We were the back furthest row, but the Garden's great. You can see the game from anywhere. It's a great place to watch a game. You really can't, like, the vibes are immaculate regardless, and if you get a little toasty before the game, like, you don't spend too much money there, and but like if I can get tickets for like $150, maybe $200.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I haven't withdrawn my DraftKings winnings in a little bit, so I mean maybe that'll pay for my Eastern Conference Finals tickets. We'll see. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Shout out to my little brother for all his UFC parlays. Thank you, Keys.
Dang. He's been money. He mentioned last week. It was like last week. He said it was his first ever losing weekend.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, it was his first ever losing weekend. He got killed. He got killed in the books. But the week before that was Jose Aldo. And he was like running around my son's birthday party being like, Aldo money line, Aldo money line, Aldo money line. He was like, you got the DraftKings app, Aldo money line. And sure enough, Jose Aldo.
Wow.
You doubt the old timers if you want to, but they got some fight left in them. All right, let's talk about video games. we have Destiny. Well, I mean, we don't have to talk about Destiny. We can. I love talking about Destiny. I don't want to alienate any of our viewers who don't play it, but you should. We can talk about the Division getting canceled. We can talk about Assassin's Creed Ghosts.
Okay.
We can talk about the AT&T Annihilator Cup. Where do you want to start? What do you think?
We also have MSI as well. MSI is still going on.
It
And
is.
FlyQuest had some big news actually recently.
I missed that.
as
What
well.
was it? Let's talk FlyQuest.
Little transaction. So they picked up another mid laner. That's Quad, QUAD. So we have Quid on under T. This is Quad. So we're hitting all the nouns with QU space D.
Okay,
So
okay.
we have Quad now. Apparently he's nasty. Everyone who watches League of Legends competitively knows this guy is very well mechanically. Jensen, maybe not that mechanically. Maybe he's more of an old timer, more of a leader. Doesn't rotate as much, but he kind of just his presence kind of keeps everyone together. So Jensen will be looking for a team or might be out of FlyQuest as of now, but Quad's probably looking to take over that mid lane. A little more younger talent, and I believe he's Korean, so I don't know what they're going to do about the language because I don't know if he speaks English. So, I mean, Wippo's, I think, European of some sort. Inspired is,
yeah. Bwippo is like German.
I think so.
He's
Yeah,
German.
He's got a
Inspired
little
is
accent.
Canadian.
Canadian, okay. Busio, I think, is either U.S. or Canadian.
Yeah.
And Masu
He's
is
American.
Yeah. So I don't know how this is going to work with the Korean. I don't know if he speaks English or maybe they're going to try to. Maybe they'll just be pinging. I don't know. Maybe they'll just be pinging and they'll treat it like solo queue. I have no idea. But
I mean, I feel like every other country in the world is better about also speaking English than we are about anybody speaking anything other than English. So the odds that he actually probably speaks functional English is probably pretty good, or at least like league English. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Baron,
Um,
right now. Like, okay. It's a little interesting. It stinks because I think Jensen did really well on the team. Obviously, they did really well in the split before, but I like it in the fact that they don't want to settle for second place. They
100%.
want to try and
Yep.
always pack the punch if they can. So I think that hopefully this is a good fit. I feel bad for Jensen, but
Me too.
we're FlyQuest fans, so I'm gonna root for the brand regardless. And I don't think they're doing anything wrong. They're trying to pack punch. They want to win.
Yep.
And they're showing that here with this big transaction. So.
I mean, hey, it's about the name on the front of the jersey, not the name on the back, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, even though I ordered my fucking FlyQuest MSI jersey before MSI, and I still don't have it. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, but I'll be tolerant. But yeah, no, I mean, listen, they want to win. They have a young team. If they have glaring, personality differences or chemistry differences or something like that, I mean, I didn't think anything was particularly wrong with Jensen's game at MSI. He didn't have a standout game, but I don't think he was like the clear weak point. But I mean, that's for the coaches to identify, not us. So I mean, if they think, hey, listen, this team needs, a little refresh in a certain role, maybe we gotta like show somebody the door and try to get some new blood in there. Jensen's one of the older LCS heads too, isn't he? Or no?
Yeah.
Am I making that
Yeah,
up? 'Cause
he's been around a minute,
right?
Yeah, he's been with Cloud9. He was with Dignitas last year.
Yeah.
He's been around the block, and he's been kind of just traveling all over, and he's done pretty well for LCS tiers. I mean, they made a joke. He's 0-11 against Faker all time, so.
That's tough.
But yeah, I mean, he still played really well with that team, so it's tough to put a blame and say that's his fault. I think they just saying, hey, we could probably get a more mechanical mid laner that could possibly help us win more games and get us a championship.
Yeah, maybe they need somebody to.
They're not
stand
wrong
out
for doing that.
No, not at all, not at all. And I don't think there's any ill will. I didn't really see anybody being like, I can't believe FlyQuest to do this to Jensen. I mean, it's gonna happen, right? And honest to God, I mean, I feel like when stuff like this happens in like mid-season, you will see in any esport. I mean, people drop their whole rosters. You know what I mean? Like, XSET dropped like 2 different games worth of rosters, and they were like, "Hey, stay tuned for what's next. Rep the set."
Yeah.
They fired like 14 people, and they were like, "Get excited for whatever's next for us." But like, you got to make moves. And on a roster where there's only what? I mean, is there even an alternate? Is there like an alternate on?
They don't know. Yeah, there's no sub or anything. They have the academy team. I don't think they're going to send Jensen to the academy team. I assume they'll just release him. Maybe he gets picked up somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or maybe maybe he'll start streaming again and be a whole content stuff, because I think he has very good knowledge. He's obviously very well known in the community and stuff. So maybe he becomes more of a content base.
Definitely a respected player. Best wishes to him. And who knows? I mean, maybe you pick up even like a coaching or analyst gig or something like that. I mean, I think there's a lot of people kind of universally minded to keep pushing the region forward. So it's always good to see when that stuff comes back around. So, but yeah, so let's go. I mean, we're on to Summer Split for FlyQuest. All eyes on Summer. It'll feel like a letdown if they don't win Summer.
Yes.
If they come out in Summer and they come out flat, it's gonna feel like a bummer. And I feel like maybe more changes would be on the horizon then, because they're like, oh shit, like what are we doing now? But yeah, Q said, "Are you still on the Skull and Bones train?" No, I'm all Destiny all the time. Skull and Bones, I did have a great time with Skull and Bones when I played it. I probably put about 60 hours into the game. I still maintain that it is a very fun game. The core gameplay loop does get a little old for like the end game. It's very repetitive, and like if you're not playing with friends, it's not as fun. I did have one buddy that I was playing with pretty consistently. I had exactly one friend who downloaded the game and played with me. But we both decided to start playing Destiny. So, and now I play Destiny with him all the time. So, no. So yeah, download Destiny 2. And Mako said, I have it downloaded. I'm just overwhelmed with where to start. Ask me or Tiggy. There's a good, I don't know where you are in the game. Like if you have a brand new character or, if you're coming back from a long time away, but there's an easy way to like kind of clean shit out. And I was helping Chris with this too. Chris downloaded it. We played some PvP actually. I forgot to mention that. Me and Chris played some Crucible. Yeah. He was kind of mopping people up, dude. He was actually like, oh yeah, Q said I need to see more Destiny. I used to stream Destiny. That was like 7 years ago, dude. I was streaming like Destiny Crucible. I think Q has like one of the first clips ever on the channel of me getting like a quad kill super in Crucible. Yeah.
Was that D1 or D2?
That was D2. That was D2. It was like, it had like just come out. That was like one of my first blogs too. It was basically like, I never want to play Destiny again. And then like Destiny 2 came out and I was like, all right, I was wrong. It's pretty good. What was I going to say? We played some Crucible. Chris was just using like the default weapons basically. Like super basic weapons. He was actually kind of beaming on people. He had a couple, he put up like 16, 17 kills one game, which is pretty good for Crucible, like for Clash or Control. Like that's a pretty good number. So,
yeah, that's fun.
And I think he was having a fun time. And I was trying to like show him little bits and pieces without like overwhelming him with information, because I feel like that's the easiest way to get somebody to like never want to play the game again. But yeah, no. Anyway, Annihilator Cup. What week is it? Street Fighter.
So it should be Street Fighter week. Yeah, I haven't seen any clips. Then again, I haven't been on my phone much today, but it should be this weekend with Street Fighter. So
I saw one with like Sketch, and it was like he was just an absolute bot playing Street Fighter. And I gotta look it up, but let me check. Let's check in on the AT&T Annihilator Cup. Hold on one second here. Oh yeah, look at this. Let me watch this team kill real quick. Let me watch this team kill clip. Look, this is my living room in my old apartment. Oh, look at that, dude.
Xbox, record that. Keep this up and the baby, that's all four, the whole fucking team.
Swept the whole team. Look at that old Xbox headset too, dude. I was wearing like the OG Xbox One, like out of the box headset.
And the one earpiece?
Yes. Wow. Damn, that was before the kid. That was before the wedding. That is crazy. Only 55 views on that clip. I need 55,000. Put 55 million. Hold on, I gotta fucking save that. I forgot to
save that.
That's awesome. Thank you, Q, for dredging that up. That's funny. Wow.
Yeah.
Streaming from Twitch, just raw dog and Twitch from the Xbox One directly.
Oh, I used to do that on PlayStation too. Yeah.
All right, so I
Too
got
tough. Like I didn't have a computer or anything like that, and like I knew a graphics card, but it's like without a PC, what am I supposed to do?
All right, so I have a question for you. Because I know
Yep.
you're a sports guy. I know you're a college sports guy. NCAA 25 came out with their cover art today. It
Mhm.
already leaked last week. They addressed it. They were like, "Hey, we're just as surprised as you are." They were like, you know, they released a cover art today. It's releasing July 5th, I
I
think,
think it's 19th.
or whatever, 19th.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
or
Sometime July. Sometime
yeah,
July.
it's early July.
Yeah. Maybe just 5th. I
I never play sports games. I mean MLB the Show a little bit, like PGA 2K a little bit. Basically never play sports games until like I mean I used to a ton, but I never play it anymore. I feel like NCAA 25 is or whatever, college football 25
Yeah.
is the first must play sports game in history. Would you agree with that?
I think so.
I
think
feel
it's
like
just been
everybody
so
and
long.
their mother is gonna have that game. It's gonna be one of those games like when Red Dead comes out, or GTA comes out, or the new COD comes out, and my entire friends list is gonna be EA Sports College Football 25. What is your analysis on that? Because I feel like that's got to be what it is, right?
I completely agree. I've been seeing, I mean, we've talked about having like a dynasty league. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and I'm talking about like multiple groups coming together. Like, I think that'd be super fun. I've seen a lot of tweets of like me and my buddies are talking about taking the day off so we can play season or dynasty mode right off the rip. And we're all 45.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing a lot of tweets like that and stuff like that.
Yep.
A lot of people saying like my PTO when NCAA football comes out, like going down to 0 and stuff. And it's like I completely agree. I think it's been literally a decade, more than a decade, because 2014 was the last one.
yeah, and
And,
those come out in 2013, right? So it's like, yeah.
It's crazy, and I think Big Cat with we talked a little Barstool earlier, but Big Cat did that. What was it? Coach Doug's whole thing about
during the pandemic,
the road to winning a national championship and stuff like that. So he brought back a little hype a couple of years ago for that, and now we're actually going to see the game.
That's crazy.
There's 130 some schools coming in.
Yep.
And I think it's just sick. It's like you said, it's kind of the right time. It's a cool game, a very nostalgic game coming back after so long.
Yep.
And I think it's going to grab
The
a
players.
very big majority of the player base for everything.
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to play that game.
Oh my god, yeah.
If you're a
Everybody's gonna
sports
at least
fan, you're
try
getting
it.
that game.
100%. 100%. If you're a sports fan, you're playing that game. And I mean, even when I played like NCAA, I think I had NCAA like 2010, and I'm pretty sure I just played it so I could like mess with the school creator. And I spent hours. I spent like hours like tweaking little things in like the stadium or like the uniforms. And I don't think I ever played that many actual games. I just like the customization. And I don't know my ass from my elbow when it comes to Madden. So God knows if I'll actually be any good playing that game. But I'll throw it on easy. I'll play through a couple seasons or like we'll play a dynasty mode. But no, I feel like this is the very first ever must play, must buy sports game. And EA is not paying me to say this. If EA wants to slide in my DMs and give me a couple free codes to give out to the community or give me a couple $100, I'll keep shilling it. But I'm just saying, as somebody who does not usually care about college ball, I feel like I'm going to be missing out on a piece of history if I don't purchase this game. It is, there's just no two ways about it. I don't think I'm going to see everybody on my friends list playing it, and I'm going to be like, all right, fuck, here's my $70. I'll go get thrashed for 20 games and just experience it. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to be missing out big time if I don't play it. Also, I don't know what the fuck just happened to my camera, but there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be I thought it was my internet maybe too, but what was it? I think as well. I'm pretty sure it's only going to be on console, so I think it could drive more console. Oh my gosh! Oh, my little stand fell. I mean, this is so janky. The setup I have right now, it's insane.
Sorry,
But
love of the game.
I think it could drive Xbox sales because I don't think it's going to be on PC I don't think Madden is. I think it's only going to be on console. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to help drive Xbox Series S sales because it's the cheapest console, and that's why internally I got NHL and
Yeah.
why I got an Xbox Series S.
The amount of people who are gonna, I mean, from when I worked at GameStop, I had people coming in, you know, buying a PS3 or like a PS3 Slim when those came out, or, you know, I don't know if I still worked there when the Xbox Series X, or no, I'm sorry, the Xbox One came out. I think I left just before the new Xbox came out. I think it was like 2012 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my internet right now. My video connection sucks.
Are you sure it's not me?
No, it's definitely me. I can see like the connection thing. My ping is like super high.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why that is. But yeah, I mean, and Q said, are skateboarding games classified as sport games? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a sports game. If the new Skate game was like just actually Skate 4 and not like a live service like free to play game, I'd say that was a much must buy too. It's still going to be a must play game, but NCAA is going to be that game where like everybody and their mother is going to like schedule their next week of their life about it. This is like I dare I say this is like on a GTA, Halo 3, like this is that type of level of like a cultural moment where this game is coming out and like everybody's gonna be playing it. So, and again, I don't know anything about college football. We don't have that big of a college football culture in Massachusetts. I know BC's in the game, which is awesome, and like I guess I'll probably play as BC or UMass or something like that. But I went to a school with no dorms and no fucking sports, so I have no dog in this fight.
Yeah.
You know, but I'll be loyal to the soil. I'll play as a Massachusetts school. Or maybe I'll make a fiction. I'll create a team based on the fake fucking school that I went to.
That'd be good.
The Boston. I don't want to dox myself.
Yeah. I think it'll be sick. I hope they have mascot games as well. You could play as like the mascots back in the day and stuff. So
What?
you got, like, you know, you'd have 11 Boston College Eagles out there, you know, so, like running around in the mascot uniform and stuff. It was so fun.
That's unreal. That's unreal. But yeah, we gotta.
Like you said,
We're gonna need that, and especially if you can do like a dynasty mode or something like that. 100% get the boys together, play a couple games a week. I'm totally down for that. I will be the last. I'll be in last place. You know, I'll be the punching bag of the league. But you know, whatever it is, I was just happy to be there.
Will that come straight to Game Pass? Do you think, or no? I assume not. They lose so much money on that, right?
No way. Yeah, they can't possibly.
They have to sell it for 60 or 70 or whatever it is. You know?
Unless Microsoft throws the bag at them, and right now they're not in a good spot. I was gonna talk about. I totally forgot about the layoffs too. But like, unless Microsoft throws a bajillion dollars at EA, there is no way that launches on Game Pass day one. I feel like we would have heard about that already too, because it's only a month. It's like a month and a half out. Yeah. We would have heard about that already. Let me look at Madden. Madden 24 is on Game Pass, but like I don't think it launched on it. I could be wrong, but
I know most sports games after 6 months of the cycle will come on Game Pass for free. Like NHL came for free when I got it because it was after 6 months.
Yeah, because it's EA Play.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so though. I would bet money on. I bet money that it'll be time gated. It'll be like at least 6 months minimum. It'll be like maybe not, because like 6 months from July is Christmas time, and it's like they want to sell copies for Christmas, and so maybe January, mid-January, they'll be like, all right, now that the hype is kind of like plateaued, we'll give you it on Game Pass if you have it. So, but yeah, I think this is appointment gaming. This is even if you don't like college football like me, I mean, this is appointment gaming. So, Zamp says, "Show us the new place, Tiggy." He's trying to get GPS tracking data to see exactly where you're at.
I'll show my. Funny enough, I know this cat, and I know exactly where he is. But here's my new room.
That looks like a bigger bed than what you had before.
Same bed, but bigger bedroom.
That's good.
It's all clean. There's nothing in it. I'm living out of a suitcase, and here's all my pillows. And I think because it's so clean, my goal is to keep it this clean. And I'm just going to end up throwing away half of my shit I had early.
Love that.
Because
Love
I
that.
wanted, there's too much clutter in my life. And
No.
I don't need it, you know?
Love a good purge. Love a good
Yeah.
purge. And your bed is made, kind of, because it's,
My bed's made, so I threw that on an old cover, an old fitted sheet. I put it on to cover it for when the movers grabbed it, so it wouldn't get too dirty.
Love
And now
that.
I need to replace it with the sheets I
Love
have
it.
next to me. But yeah,
Zamf wants to know if you have handsome roommates.
at least one handsome guy. There's at least
Okay.
one handsome
All
guy
right.
here with me.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
There's always got to be like a couple ugly guys in the mix. You got to you can't be too intimidating of a friend group.
No, I agree. I mean, come on. I mean, everyone's out there themselves a little bit.
100%. No, 100%. You got to have some accessible. You need not ugly. You need to have people that are more accessible, more attainable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Low hanging fruit, some might say. Can't just be
Some
walking.
might say.
Can't just be walking around with fucking 6 WMDs at the bar.
If everyone's better looking than you, then I mean, hey, you're the lemon.
That's what I'm saying.
Tough.
That's what I'm saying. I can't
Yeah.
relate.
No,
I can't relate.
absolutely not.
No. No. What's the term for like a car that was like rebuilt? That was like totaled and then rebuilt. Isn't there like this?
Oh.
I used to have a car. I bought it.
Like restored.
Yeah, like I had a car totaled, salvaged. Was it salvaged? I don't think it's that because I used to have I bought a used car one time, and it had like a sticker on it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I looked it up, and it was like, "Oh, this means it was totaled out and like rebuilt from scratch." Car totaled and rebuilt. Oh, it's just rebuilt. I think. Is it salvage?
Okay.
Restored salvage. Yeah.
Salvage sounds good. Salvage sounds good.
Rebuilt title and salvage title is the thing. That's me. That's me. I'm
That's you?
salvage.
That's-
I'm salvage.
That could be a good name, Salvage.
So I'm saying
You
I'm
think?
not there to be not there to be the hot rod. I'm here to set up set up my friends. I'm not doing wheelies in the parking lot. But
No.
just let the other guys get the attention. Q said my old car. Oh my god, I hate when you type in Scottish. My old car, my little red Corsa, the subframe was so rusted bad. It had holes in it. I'm lucky my engine didn't fall out. I spent more on repairs than I did buying the car. Jesus Christ almighty. Q, you gotta get more mechanics in Scotland. You might need to switch majors from graphic design to
Auto shop. Spend more time in the
auto
shop.
tech. Yeah, auto tech. Yeah.
We're gonna send you to AutoZone U here.
Absolutely. You know that meme. Speaking of colleges, that it's like I think it's Joe Biden getting the medal put on him by Obama, and it's like
Yeah.
me. It's like me, like not being hungover on a Monday on the medal verbal meme, and or whatever. Like you know what I mean? My buddy.
Yeah.
So my buddy. Shout out to Warren. Shout out to Down in Front podcast. He graduated with his master's today, and he shared his like graduation Zoom link in the group chat, and I was watching it, and I screenshotted the exact moment he was getting like pinned, and I'm just like, this is gonna be the meme forever in here. Is just like I'm immediately like tagging the dude that's only ever been to the playoffs once in the 14-year history of our league, and it was just like him, also him making the playoffs once, like gold.
That's
Gold.
too funny.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's awesome.
What else we got?
Well, we got Division. Division shut down one of their projects.
Yep. The Division Hotlands, which is supposed to be like not technically the Division 3. It was supposed to be like a free-to-play Division project, but also functioned like a regular Division game. So it probably should have been just called Division 3. Has been canceled, and was just they didn't announce it. They just apparently they announced it on like their earnings call, but they didn't say like they didn't release like a black background white text like we're sorry for letting down our fans, but we have to cancel the Division Hotland.
Yeah.
No, they just they just said it on their investor call, and if you just happen to own Ubisoft stock, you could find out.
Yeah. I didn't even know this game was coming out. Like, was there marketing towards this, or was it close to end, or was it?
No, like yes and no. As far as I can tell, I watched like the Ubisoft Next or Ubisoft Pulse or whatever the fucking whatever it was called. I watched the Ubisoft thing and it was like, we're going to have 45 minutes of straight Division coverage with the newest iteration in the Division franchise. And then they went over Division Heartland, and it was just Division 2, but in, Middle America, which is cool. It's a cool kind of, it's a different vibe. Like, it's not in New York City. It's not in Washington, D.C. It's a different kind of rural landscape, which I'm down for. But otherwise, it's your classic Division game, and that was it. We never saw another trailer. We never saw another teaser. We never saw no gameplay footage. And then they just go, yeah, we're just not doing that anymore. We're just going to focus on bigger projects like whatever the fuck is...
Yeah.
So, not great. Definitely not great. And then they immediately buried that news with the Assassin's Creed Shadows announcement.
Right after?
Right after.
Immediately after.
Ubisoft was like, Feudal Japan. Feudal Japan. You like knives? You guys like Shogun? What if I told you Assassin's Creed is going there? We're going to Shogun Land. I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot, but Assassin's Creed Shogun.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Are you excited for it? Are you excited for it? Are you excited for the Japanese aspect of it? Or?
Yeah. No, I am. Have you played any of the Assassin's Creed games? Are you an Assassin's Creed guy?
So I played couple back in the day. I think it was PlayStation 3. I think I had a couple. I know I had Brotherhood, which had PvP elements to it, which was fucking sick, dude. I mean, you're like bounty hunting people, like flipping through them, trying to find them. Oh my god, it was so funny. It was funny. It was fun. I played that, and I played another one. I think the one before maybe that. So I don't know if that was like 2 or 3, because eventually they had numbers, and then they, Black Flag, they just changed everything. But they're super cool, and they actually tell a story of history as well through it, and it's very cool, obviously, with a different twist. But it is cool, like games like that, where you're actually learning about a little bit of history, too. So I haven't played them in a minute, though.
Yeah. I haven't played them since Black Flag. I played a little bit of Black Flag. That was the last Assassin's Creed game that I played. I played a little bit of Odyssey, like a demo or something like that. I played like a demo or something of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that was cool, but I don't know, I just haven't had enough time to really invest in it. But Assassin's Creed Shadows, not Ghosts, which I was confusing it with Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
Mako corrected me. It is not Assassin's Creed Ghosts. It's Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't know why I can't fucking say S's today. It's set in feudal Japan, and you're playing as a samurai's retainer, who is also a warrior, but they're kind of like their squire. And apparently it's based on a real historical character named, I'm gonna butcher this, Yasuke. And Yasuke was a likely of African origin man who served as a servant and retainer to a samurai for like a year or like 2 until that person's death. I don't know anything I don't know like a whole lot of life about him. I don't want to read it because I don't want to spoil the game for myself, because I assume they're going to cover a bunch of that shit. But people all of a sudden this week, Tiggy, and I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, people are awfully concerned with the historical accuracy in the Assassin's Creed franchise, based on this trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah. They're
I wonder why.
they're I mean, they got an issue with the video game series that promotes like assassinations of historical figures
Yeah.
throughout the history of time. I mean, there's
Uh-huh.
ones that are like time travel and stuff, but now they're going to make a stand
Yeah,
for
it's
this
kind
one.
of interesting that nobody was really complaining about historical accuracy in, like, I don't know, the first 5 Assassin's Creed games, where spoilers for the first Assassin's Creed games, the first 5 of them came out 15 years ago, where like a race of ancient alien gods were like kind of warring for the fate of humanity. Nobody was complaining about historical accuracy then. But the second, like, a dude with dreads shows up, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What happened to the game I love? What happened to the History Channel that you could play with a video game controller? I am so fucking sick to death, man, of people just getting away with just being bigoted assholes online all day long. And people are just like, well, actually, let me just fucking hit my inhaler and push my glasses up. Actually, if he was a samurai's retainer, he was actually just a servant. He wasn't really a warrior or an assassin. Buddy. I hate to break it to you, but Leonardo da Vinci in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood wasn't really making assassin's tools and guns and fucking planes for a serial killer. But they let that happen too. Nobody was complaining about Leonardo da Vinci. You mean he just was like making the Mona Lisa, and then he was like, here's a plane that you can fly. And here, Ezio, here's a plane that you can fly. Nobody was fucking complaining about that.
Here's a couple knives you can shoot 3 buildings away
Yeah.
with sniper accuracy.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, here's the world's first sniper rifle in 1685 AD. But the second a black dude shows up, they're like, this is not historically accurate. Everybody should be very offended, and it's definitely like, it's. I'm just gonna say this. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouths, but it's definitely just white dudes complaining about this. I don't see any Japanese people complaining about this.
Yeah.
Somebody even posted on Twitter, like, I literally know my ancestry, and I'm the descendant. I am literally the descendant of this person, like the person this guy was like a retainer of, and like, all of you are fucking ridiculous. Like, this is not that's not the way it is. And it's just white guys with like ponytails and that wear kimonos and are just like, actually, when you think about it, does it make any sense? And it's not historically accurate. This game is, motherfucker, you fought against like Anubis in Assassin's Creed Origins. There's like DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla where you fight against like the gods and shit. There are aliens. There are aliens in this franchise. I'm going to give you a hint on what you can do with your gripes for Assassin's Creed Shadows. You're going to want to hold them under the sink, run them under warm water, take those gripes right in your hand between your thumb and your forefinger, run them under warm water. You're going to want to find like a Vaseline or like a petroleum jelly of some kind. You're going to want to just make sure you just get it nice and lubed up, and you just jam it right up your ass. All up in your ass. That's where that shit belongs.
That is where it belongs. That's insane. I mean, I want to say that's insane, but that's nothing that, us as a gaming community have.
I want to say that's
surprising.
surprising.
I wish it was out of the ordinary. It's not. It's an everyday occurrence here, but I mean, it's a goddamn video game. Okay, I mean, is there any video games that have 100% historical accuracy? No. Like, you're playing a game to escape reality. Why are you trying to make it so? I don't know.
Yeah.
People aren't saying people are bigoted, like you said. It stinks, and now I want to get the game just to spite those people. Honestly.
Yeah, right.
It makes you want to get that game just to rub it in their face.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Yeah, I didn't even know. I saw the new Assassin's Creed guy. I didn't even know it was based out of Japan or anything like that. But I don't know. It's just crazy where we're at as a society in the world. But I hope the game's great, and yeah, maybe I'll get it.
Yeah. So for all the white weebs that are fucking pissed that like a black dude is in a game where there are samurai, just blow it out your ass.
Yeah,
that's all I got for you.
And they're all watching an anime, which none of that is any sort of accuracy to
I'm
that.
sure there's a new Atlas game coming out soon that you can buy instead, and you'll be perfectly happy. Let's listen to some fucking voicemail, shall we?
Need advice?
WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line 617-701-7678. Leave us a voicemail. Listen to it live on the show. Caller number 1. Let's take a peek. Let's take a listen. I get so much spam. We don't have any voicemails. We got no voicemails. It's all right. It's all right.
There we go. That's all right. That's all right.
It's all right. You gotta put
That's
some
all
sheets
right.
on that bed.
Yeah, I gotta put the sheets on that bed. It's all right. I do want to say MSI still going strong. T1 or no, not T1. TL Team Liquid almost beat T1 a couple nights ago, and they had the first two games in the palm of their hands. Couldn't close it out. I believe they lost 3-1, but a good NA showing. T1 kind of on the back burner, kind of falling a little bit. G2 European team, the only West team left.
Fuck.
Dummy top esports out of China. Dummied them.
Damn.
And they're going to go play. I think they're playing T1 maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow. So it's going to be a wild time. Gen.G with Chovy is sitting in the finals. And I believe winner of G2 and T1 will play BLG, and then the winner will play Gen.G again. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I know Q is a huge G2 fan, so I know he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be pumped about that. So you know, I hope T1 stomps them. Sorry, Q. I know you love G2. I'm gonna, but NA is better than EU. So, but yeah, right now we got Gen.G. Yeah, damn, Gen.G has been fucking rolling, huh?
You know what's crazy is last night they played. I looked at the odds because you can bet it on DraftKings. Gen.G was underdogs, and I'm like,
really?
The Gen.G with Chovy, the Gen.G that wins all the MSIs like every single year. This Gen.G,
they have smoked
the one that just won the LCK.
Yeah,
Sprayfoot, that Gen.G. So I mean, I
Were
just
they
put a little
not,
money.
Like deep in Worlds last year too, or did I make that up?
I think they made it to either top 4 or top 8.
I was gonna say they were up there too.
Yeah, they're always like 1 or 2 seed of Korea, and they're usually 1 seed because they'll usually win it, and T1 will sneak in, and then T1 will just get hot.
Yeah,
but
right.
I mean, Chovy is one of the most mechanical mid laners. His CS is insane, and right now the patch is really good for him. He plays Aurelion Sol, and he gets like 14 CS per minute and just dummies. And that's what they tried to ban him too much, but they're also just a world class all star team, kind of like T1. And I mean, Gen.G at plus money is just something you never see. And I had to jump on it, and Gen.G dominated 3-1.
If I saw that, I would put a mortgage payment on it. So
yeah,
if you see that
doesn't
again,
come around a lot.
Holla at your boy because I can't bet on that out here.
You got it.
But all right, let's land the train. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Leave us a voicemail 617-701-7678. Next week, I want to see lots of voicemails out here. I know that Chris P is out in Toronto right now for the Toronto Major, I believe.
Nice.
I know Boston Breach is suffering right now. They're not doing great. But best wishes for a successful trip, or at least a dignified trip. And yeah, pumped to see what's next for FlyQuest. I know MSI did not unfold the way they wanted it to, but we move. So big shout out to everybody. Make sure that you subscribe. Also, we're trying to wake the Patreon up. We're trying to do some more shit on Patreon. We're trying to figure that out. But first, we need people on there. So patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming. Check us out. Some cool perks on there, some Discord access, shit like that. And all that stuff's automated. So if you connect your Discord, you get some exclusive channels And they're kind of collecting dust right now. We do have some folks in there, but they don't really use them. So we're trying to wake it up. We'll see. Maybe we'll do like a little last call like we did before. Do a couple extra minutes, bonus topic exclusively in the Discord afterwards. Little kind of like little coffee talk afterwards. I don't know. So patreon.com/WickedKidGaming. Check that shit out because this shit ain't cheap to run. So take it. What do you got?
So just moved the house. Going to be doing all of this for a day or 2 because on Saturday I will be flying to Florida as well. Little family vacation at Captiva, so that'll be super good time. Going to get a little running going. We have a half marathon coming up June 2nd, San Diego. I will be there. New running shoes, Brooke, coming out
Hell yeah.
tomorrow that I will be getting. I just found out my shoes are too short. That's why my toes are bruised. And now that means I'm going to have to wear a size 14 shoe.
Goddamn.
Which is goddamn insane because they don't make 13 and a half. So I have to wear size 14. I'm a little
do.
fucking clown out there. But at least my toes won't be bruised. So excited for that.
I gotta hit you up for the Brooks discount.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Military
right.
Brooks.
I gotta do
You
that.
got you.
I gotta do that. I was off for like 2 weeks. I ran on Tuesday and felt like an absolute bag of shit. So I'm gonna get back to it. Gotta get back consistent. I was feeling real good for a very long time. Gotta get back to it. I gotta mix in a couple salads. I think in between run days is what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah. I think diet's a big thing, but I think just consistency. If you can get out there every day, even just a mile, it's just so huge. And me and my roommates, one of them wanted to get into running. He's been running every day, at least a mile, and it's just cool to see because that inspires me to get out there.
Yeah,
run, you know what I mean?
Totally.
So, you just gotta get a good group. So I mean, don't worry, Dom. I'll get on your fucking ass here on Strava,
go.
and we'll get there every day, baby.
Let's do it. The kudos will be flying. All right. Well, this has been episode 389 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Make sure that you subscribe, share, like, rate, leave us a review, share it with 5 friends, share it with 5 enemies, share it with 10 enemies. You know what I mean? This has been episode 389 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love you so much, and we'll see you next week.